working? Okay. Hello, everyone. Yeah, it's me. I'm back. Sorry I was gone so long. I was sick. I was sick, and then I had some stuff to take care of. And on top of that, I'm a little late today. That's because I needed to tidy up my room, and then I kept like being distracted by minor things. But they're done, so I can focus on the game now. I actually remembered to upload the previous episodes of RimWorld. Wow, me remembering to do something amazing. So yeah, we're back to this. In the meantime, I finished watching, Mr. Streamer's Let's Play of the Granny's playthrough, so now I know a little bit more about the DLC, so hopefully that could come in handy. If you haven't watched it, I recommend it. It's very fun. It's a very short series. So you should go and watch and shout out and all that. But yes, we're gonna play two more mods. We're update 1.6 that I'm using, which is a performance mod. Two performance mods technically. Graphics Settings Plus, which to be honest I'm not actually using right now, but like I'm not using any of the settings in the mod, but it's handy to have just in case. Oh no, you never know. Sorry, we're gonna have a massive raid like at the end of the game, and it's gonna like chug everything, so I can lower the details so at least it's playable. And a performance optimizer. Is that what it's called? I'll double check. Performance optimizer, yes, which is just a tiny mod that improves performance. As you can see, it's already doing its magic. The game is running faster than it was before. Which is great. And of course that one has a bunch of settings that I don't have turned on yet because it doesn't feel like it needs to be turned on. Make plan sway, for example. Make plan sway, even though we can turn it off. So, right. What were we doing? We were expanding our room. Now, I did want to get a graph ship at some point. Yeah, the problem is we're kind of lacking food. Okay, so that's not. Expand it like here. There we go. We are eating fungus. Right. Yes, I might go for a full tunneler thing. We'll see, because I think that would be fun. And while we are expanding this base, we're not really that expanded that we can't move anywhere else, right? Also, handy dandy pattern to see like other structures. I should try to find the mod that gives like a little overview up top of what the thingies are, so it's a bit clearer. Yeah, I do like the mushroom biome though. Cavern boomerang habitat in mushrooms. That would be cool. This is Scarlands though. Yeah, as you can see, there is an absolute metric ton of these markers. What's up here? Ice and sunny, decreased animal life. An iceberg. But yeah, we'll see. This is a pretty good map though. Also, we got fishing, right? Or did we not research it? We didn't. Yeah, we should get fishing first because again, we're having some food issues. Okay, how are our animals? Okay, the peacocks are still young. Too young to be slaughtered unless necessary. have a bit of salad and I'm munching on because I woke up like an hour ago, so I didn't have breakfast. Which I usually don't really eat, but you know. I definitely want to have a graph ship at some point, but the thing with graph ship is you need a specific thing to put on your map that prevents it from destroying your map. Because otherwise, the map gets destroyed. Megavolt. And I don't know if that a technology or is it something we need to scavenge. But until we have it, there really is no much of a point in getting it, is there? How are you doing? If we could convert and get you on board, then we could finally have some rolls. Yeah. Wow, this is taking you forever. What's your issue? It's not even that awful, but I guess it is dark and it's not in a laboratory. Okay, we should definitely start expanding this. There we go. And here. So finish this bit. Actually, no. Just make this room so we can move maybe research there. Or maybe Winter's bedroom and make research in here for now. That will make more sense. So everyone's gonna keep waking Winters up. We'd also like to get some vents going. Right now the temperature is good outside, but it will get like... Is it cold? I don't remember. Let's see. Actually, yeah, a little bit chilly, a little bit warm. This is a very good place for a colony. Nothing too extreme, but no darkness. But yeah, as I said, easily my favorite biome so far. I need to like do more lets, so like play the game more and try out the other ones too, but the lava one is also interesting. Oh, yeah, the message here. Let's see. Just my friend. See, I'm a good friend. I respond to my friends. Okay, what do we have here? So these guys want help. How many? So 2 people. Hmm. Hmm. 2 people. They would help around, but do we need help? But not... See, the thing is, we don't really need, like, workers right now. We just need, finish, like, research and stuff. But I guess they could help with that, but we're low on food. Okay, it's starting to get a bit cold in here. I could just build a campfire. It would also be a way for us to cook meals when the power is out. Oh. Okay, Tusk. Let's see. You're a pyromaniac. Already, I don't like you. Good social, but otherwise kind of meh. But you are a pigskin. Now, there are some good... genes here. Right, I forgot you have psychite dependency, but we can't. I don't think we can grow psychite here, or can we? Okay, none of them. Wait, I think I remember trying to grow something and it didn't work. Maybe we could buy it out of someone. Where is the closest place we could buy stuff from? I guess here? That's 5 days. We need pemmican. Hopefully someone in here will arrive and like help us. Okay, how much? Oh, you're completely fine. Like you're not even damaged. Do I want you? Like, well, we do need a social person eventually. Fine, you can tag along. Just please don't start any fires or immediately after you convert. Since there are so few bruises on them, they might just wake up in a second. This is like still rough. Interesting, my FPS is like suffering now. Not my, sorry, not my ticks. Maybe I can, oh. Ah, sorry, something stuck in my throat. Ah, sorry, maybe I should have muted myself there. Anyway, maybe something here could help. Wasn't there like a plant sway? Yeah, disable if plant sway is disabled. Oh, minimize alertly now. Verbose logging. I don't know, we'll see. Maybe there is, oh, there we go, that's how we can get rid of it. Yeah, sure, let's disable it, it's fine. There we go. That helped a tiny bit. Bit of a shame, I guess, but it makes it a bit easier to read the map, so... You know, take or leave it. Oh, what is this? A dead bullfrog. Almost dead, but, wait, who's our cook again? You, Lampy. If you could go and butcher that frog, that'd be great. How is everyone feeling? We're not feeling great. Yeah, you're starting to suffer from the lack of psychite. I genuinely wouldn't mind growing because, like, Yayo is one of the best drugs you can have in the game. Wow, amazing. You know, this game is for adults, by the way. It sells, obviously Flake sells for more per unit, but, like, it was great for using because it gives good effects and, you know, it actually is quite not as risky as most other drugs. Don't do drugs, kids, though. They're bad. Well, technically speaking, it's the dosage that makes the poison, but, like, if you take a dosage enough that you feel effects, it's too much. Okay, I can get rid of this. Here. Take it. I want, like, it's a good thing everyone has a bedroom because, again, their mood is not great. Left in the cold, ate fungus. Oh, god damn it. Nutrient paste. Actually, you can turn this off because it's cold outside, right? There we go. You're just decaying here, okay. Alright. First, let's convert you. Okay, what's the problem? We can do it then, isn't there? Because you really aren't that bad. You're a good fighter. Also, Imperious to wake up. You also will never get addicted, but I assume that doesn't mean that you will... Yeah, it's not like you can't overdose on it, so... Okay, you have nothing to do. Open, get clean, all... A good hunter and a... You have passion in cooking, no... Okay, we have nothing to do. Who's crafter? Lampy again. I wish I could just say, okay, Roland, you can craft, but only this thing, you know? But whatever. I guess since you may as well do something useful, you can mine. You'll be slow at it, but... You know, it's better than you doing nothing. What's everyone's schedule? It looks fine. I recommend you put at least a few hours of work for everyone, so that they definitely like, and make sure they're like in a cluster, because like, oh, it's 10 AM, they'll go grab something from the other side of the map, and then they'll drop it immediately because an hour passed. So make sure it's a little bit here, and make sure that it's in a clan. I usually go for more like 5 hours or something, but given the fact that there is nothing else for them to do, it doesn't really matter. I wish you could research and stuff, but... Oh well. What's our best planter anyway? 304. You don't really know what storage space, but we'll have to do, I guess. Okay, gonna wall them here. I think I'll make this into a research lab though. Just because that's something we really need right now. Everyone's hungry. Yeah, it's the problem, because like, okay, like which is more needed? I guess go back to watermills. We need fishing and energy, but... Oh, hello, Mechfornikalbornce. The game says the shroom forests are dangerous. Are they actually, or is it just table text? That is... The only thing that's honestly dangerous here is that it's always dark. It's a dark light, so it's 50% darkness. Well, technically speaking, it's 100% darkness, but all the mushrooms are luminous, so it's always 50%. The only really dangerous thing outside of like not being able to grow anything but mushrooms are these things, the boom shrooms, because they can explode, which is not great, and sometimes they'll just, you know, explode because of something external, and then a fire spreads. But other than that, this is really not a very dangerous biome, but yeah, certainly a little bit more difficult than your average one. Unless you're like a tunneler, in which case this dark light, or tunneler, or both, in which case this is just a pure bonus. Yeah. Sorry, that was kind of a disjointed explanation. I noticed they never spawn with mountains on this, kind of put me off. Well, there is this hillish place. This is what is it called again? This yeah, small hills. I think it can also spawn with large hills. Oh, there we go. No, those are Skylands, sorry. Where are they? The small hills. I think I saw large hills somewhere, and they're basically like good enough. I can find it. No, only small hills, but I think there was a large hill somewhere, though it's probably very unlikely. But small hills are generally good enough if you plan your base right. As you can see, I have this little cluster here. Yeah, but never probably mountainous, or it's super rare, like maybe with some landmarks. Yeah, I suppose. But I guess it would make sense. Otherwise, it would be a bit too unbalanced, you know, because you can have like the tunneler meme. So it being an entire mountain range would be hard. Though, as you can see, it's not like it's that bad. This is very defensive. There's a big river here. There's a bunch of marsh around, so it's not like, you know, you can't defend yourself. Though, of course, I, in my infinite wisdom, decided to only build one wall, meaning that we're extremely exposed. Yep, my tunnelers, lol, and I usually play 20% losing is fun. Well, good for you. I am pretty bad at this game, as you can tell. I'm playing this on the normal difficulty, which is... Let's see, it should tell me somewhere. Where were the settings for that? Remember, you can change it on the fly. Ah, there we go. Yes, Cassandra Classic Adventure Story. I figured for this one, this series, I'll play something a bit easier, but also like, you know, more, you know, still more interesting. I usually play on Phoebe Chillax, but you know, on higher difficulties, because I like when there is a bit more of a breathing room between like more dangerous events. But you know, this is a stream, so I figured, you know, let's have some more stuff. And again, I know it's like a low difficulty. Realistically, I should have probably gone at least one up, but this is technically the first time I'm playing the DLC. So, you know, didn't want to be overwhelmed. What's cool about this biome, again, this is so far my favorite one. Not just because it looks really cool, but the mushrooms, you know, are so unique, and there's so many ways you can play around with the weather and the darkness. On top of that, the weather here. Right now it's forced weather, which is forced fog. However, I noticed that it tends to be very foggy here by default, which means that this would be a very good biome if you wanna play mainly melee, because all of like the enemies will have massive debuffs to shooting, because you know it's dark, it's foggy, and stuff. But you know, melee doesn't care about those. It's starting to get seriously cold. I really should get a heater going. Nah, I wouldn't worry about difficulty. Higher threat percentage means you have to spend more time hiding in the mud hut to not gain wealth. Yeah, I know how the game works, but still, if you play on too low, because it depends, right? Obviously, if you want to like just have a massive wealth and just not care, then yeah, then lower difficulties definitely are better for that. But you know, if you have a specific goal in mind, which isn't going to generate you much wealth, then you know you may as well go a bit higher because you're never gonna have like a genuine threat. And my goal for this, outside of just playing, was to eventually get a graph ship. But the thing with graph ship is, in order for the graph ship, because graph ship destroys the map you're on, in order for it not to do that, you need a specific thing. And I think you need to research it, or like find it through a quest. And that's gonna take quite a while before I can get it. So right now I'm just, you know, sitting here building up. Not really doing all that much, you know, it's been pretty peaceful so far. The biggest threat was just the lack of food. I'm gonna even expand this a little bit more. Oh yeah, and another really cool thing about this biome. Just look at this abundance of fertile soil. Like, all you need is like... it's just basic craftable cost 300 plasteel. Oh! Okay, thank you. Well, we still need plasteel then, but yeah, okay, in that case then I guess I can work on that a bit earlier. But yes, look at this abundance of fertile soil. This is just like grow house's dream. Just build a little shack, you know, make sure that it's warm enough. And like you don't even need to research hydroponics realistically. You can just have sun lamps in there. Weirdly enough, I didn't like the space stuff at all, but I enjoyed the biomes and landmark system. Yeah, I haven't played with the space stuff, so I'm not sure. But yeah, the biomes and the landmarks are amazing. The location I'm in right now doesn't have any landmarks, as you can see. Well, unless you would count the river as a landmark. Just because I thought this is like the best place to start in. But as you can see, like there's just a ton of cool stuff there. I saw someone on YouTube saying that the icebergs, like here, those are really interesting because it's essentially an island with a bunch of ice in the middle. And it's very defensive, even though there's literally nothing in there. Which, you know, makes for a very unusual base. So I'll definitely try that one out later. But yeah, biomes were legitimately what I was most excited about. And yeah, pretty good because like I said, this one is my favorite so far. Just in general, not just from the new ones. Okay, you finished this. Let's put it like this right now, it's fine. Another thing they added is the like special rooms thing. As you can see, if you put like only research benches, then it's a laboratory, so you get a research speed bonus. I'm trying to like move things around. My current colony was a mountain with ruins. Turns out 90% of the whole mountain was full of abandoned rooms. It was like a huge ancient danger. That sounds really fun. Yeah. Like, just like going around, because again, I have watched Mr. Streamer's Granny series, which was the short series he did the first time Odyssey came out, and I just finished watching it like yesterday. And, you know, again, there's just a ton of different biomes, a ton of different, like, landmarks, and everything looks different, and it's really fun. And yeah, like, the graph ship stuff, it seems like it's mainly just so that you can have a base that you can move around, so you can be more of nomadic while still having a base. But yeah, this playthrough, I wasn't really going to be more like a nomad, but I did want to try out the graph ship, you know. See what it's all about. I should also mention that I'm not running many mods. The only mods I'm running are like performance mods. Because I wanted to have the more vanilla experience. And so far it's working quite well. Also, a thing I learned is that they will use the like steel electric tailor bench even though it's unpowered, which I was a bit surprised by. I thought I would just not use it, but yeah, you can use this thing. It's just very slow. Doing combat extended for the first is definitely something. You know, I have never actually played with combat extended because some of the mods I used to have were conflicting with it, and I never played without them, so I never actually tried it. I definitely will next series I'll play. I was thinking that for the next one, I could have like a specific silly goal, and maybe I could make it into like an edited YouTube series, so I can put it on my channel, because outside of my VODs channel, my main channel, which is supposed to have like stuff on it, it has absolutely nothing. So, you know, should probably put something there. Another thing that I really like is there's a ton of new animals. Like you have, for example, we started with a crow, which was really cool. Unfortunately, the crow was eaten by a snake. I ate the snake later, so you know, revenge. But yeah, here is the grave for Sinclair the bird. Yeah, I know it's not really, so the thing is, right now it's not very exciting because, like, we actually just been a long while since we had any raids. I'm a bit surprised. But, yeah, before I can really expand, I need water mill generators, because there is almost no wind on this map. In fact, this is, I think, the highest amount of power I generated this entire playthrough. I thought it just changed ammo and hit chance, but it's crazy deep. Adds wind that affects fire spread, smoke from fires, a whole box system, ammo types, items, yada yada. Yes, I know it's like a very big mod. I know because I watched like Let's Plays of food of people with it. I know it like changes a lot. And yes, I am on Cassandra Classic. I showed this in this, a minute ago. Cassandra Classic on Adventure Story. So, you know, it's pretty easy, although, again, this should only, the difficulty mainly only affects threat levels. It doesn't necessarily affect how often the threats appear. Malnourished, oh god dang it, okay, oh, what are these? Glowstone. Okay, well, we can eat this, so I guess I'll grab it. Oh, don't do that. There are these mushrooms that you can eat here, but, seems like they've all died out. That's not good. Guess we'll just have to be satisfied with the small ones. Oh, there they are. Yeah, these ones, the Agarilux. You can eat them. I think she always stays passive for about 6 days, then she can attack once in 2 or 3 days, then restarts her cycle. The last one was 5 or 6 days ago, the next one is imminent. I suppose that makes sense. So far the only event was that task fell from the sky, so I figure we might as well recruit them because we don't have a good social person. Oh, I have nothing to trade. That's not good. We have a waster here that we got recently, was Psychite dependency, and I'm really looking to get some Psychite. Because it's still a good while before he's going to have an actual health issue, but as you can see, it's really downing his mood. It would be a shame to lose him, because he's our best fighter. Also, a funny thing, we started with a psychically deaf character, then we got another psychically deaf character, and now we have a psychically sensitive character. So, you know, extremes on both ends. She's predictable but has mechanics where if you don't lose anything from a raid, you can get a second one really quick. Well, that's good to know, but again, so far it's been mostly quiet. You know, quiet before the storm. I think in the last stream we had a raid, shortly before I ended the stream. It's been a while since I streamed RimWorld. Because I was sick for a while and then I had to take care of some stuff, so I didn't have time to stream. Okay, but let me see the overlay. I'll just go like this. Okay. Yeah. I need to solve the power issue first. That's definitely the biggest thing, because if we get power, then I could make a growing house, because then I'll be able to actually supply the sun lamps, so I could grow something else except of, you know, constant mushrooms, which they're not very happy about, which wasn't a problem before, but because they are still low expectations, but eventually, you know, that's going to go down. And now I try to counteract it a little bit by making sure that these rooms are at least decently impressive, but you know, even then, this doesn't count as a workshop because of the prison. Oh, what do we have here? Oh, nice. Okay, we have our first honor. Here's the problem. Obviously I want Roland because he's psychically sensitive, but there's a good chance he's going to die. But did they feature Cold Bug in the teasers on Stram? You mean stream? Cold Bug. I mean, Cold Bug was always a thing. It's in the boreal forest somewhere when it's like wet. I don't know if it's on this map, it's probably somewhere. Are you referring to something else? Oh, there we go. Here's a cold bug. There's a refinery here. Yeah, what was it? No, the bog and the swamps. These are old. I haven't played on them much. I did like you know, visit some because I had quests there, and just from those few times I visited the swamps, I do not want to go to the swamps. They're awful. Mud and like swamp water everywhere, so you can't really build. Though I guess now that you have the new research for the heavy bridges, that's probably not as big of an issue. And you know, you also get fish, but you also get constant diseases, and yeah, probably. I would actually argue that one's like tropical swamp is probably the hardest biome, or at least the most annoying. Oh boy, we're out of storage space. Let's continue mining. Let's start mining like this. So this technically still counts as a room. This can stay closed, that's fine. This can also stay closed because this is just storage room. You know, the more rooms are open, the less cool the temperature is. Okay, it's starting to get warm, so let's turn this off. There we go. I don't think I've ever seen anyone play on Bog. I don't think I have seen anyone play either, and Oracle Storm is fine because you still get wood and wildlife, it's just that you absolutely can't stand without a good doctor, yeah. But, well, the way I play the game, having a lot of diseases and not a lot of space to build, I really don't like that. I much, like, before this, like, in general, I usually play very far north. I usually play in, like, boreal forest mountains and stuff, or even on tundra mountains. Because the low temperature I find to be a much better trade-off than, like, dealing with diseases and fires from, like, tropical forests and stuff, though it does make for a nice challenge. I remember way back when, now I didn't stream it because that was before I was a streamer, but I played on sea ice. I had a colony and I actually managed to do it quite well because all you need to do is just build around the geothermal vents and it's actually quite easy. And you know, the fact that it's so cold means that a lot of raids literally can't do anything against you because as soon as they reach you, they freeze to death. Honestly, diseases are mostly fine, but I hate the ones that last half a year and are lethal, just annoying like muscle parasites. Yes, exactly, that's my problem. Like, my colonists, the only time when that disease was a problem in any of my games, like people actually dying, was when I played as wild men with the tribals mod, because it hit me when I was like in like the classical era, you would say, like in ancient era, and I didn't have medicine, so like one of my colonists actually died, and I also a lot of my colonists died due to infections, which, you know, was fun because it was you know, very realistic. But normally those things are not an issue, but yes, then you get muscle parasites that are just annoying to deal with. And it's also annoying because you can't even do anything about it, because like, if you have like an infection, then you can generally just cut off the part or replace it with bionics. So it's in the long term, it doesn't really matter unless it's like on a torso or on a head. And you know, even plague isn't that hard to deal with, because good medicine makes it go away makes it so that it goes away very quickly. Oh, people are making more stuff, that's good. How are the animals? Still juvenile. No, so tank smooth because of pain and the sick debuff. Yeah. However, what would be interesting, I'd rather keep these guys though, so no. What is interesting is that the alpha memes, I think, or is it vanilla memes expanded? Or was it ideology expanded? Adds the precept that makes people happy when they're sick and stuff. So, you know, like tropical swamp, you know, like diseased people. That would be a fun playthrough. Kind of like Periite worshippers from Elder Scrolls. Thank you for watching my stream, by the way. It's nice when you have someone you can actually talk to. Usually the people who watch my streams either don't really interact or just are like bots. That's vanilla expanded memes, because I never used alpha memes, but I remember that. Yeah, you should give alpha memes a shot. The thing is, they're fun, but they're kind of unbalanced. But you know, if you play around it, you can like have fun. Norgal cultists. Thank you for the stream. Oh, you're so nice. Thank you. I do usually get a few views, like even though people tend not to watch my streams a lot, I usually do get a few viewers on like YouTube once I upload the VODs. Not like many, but usually I get a few dozen. So you know, there is like it's not like no one watches me, but it's nice to have someone actually live. Oh boy. Well, that's fine. We're probably gonna die. That's a Yutakin. Well, not die, but like, oh boy. Alright, I forgot. You don't have a weapon. You only have a piece of wood. You know what? This is probably for the best, because we can train our medical, and it's not like you were doing anything useful. Okay. I think I really need to get more food, because this is getting out of hand real fast. Come on, get... But don't waste the good medicine. It's been so long since they had, like, It's interesting, they didn't really have, like, minor injuries. Most of them were, like, high, so I never got around to actually switching them to herbal. Okay, we got some Mafaloo, very good. I was very lucky because one of the traders was just selling a Muffalo. Only, like, they had more, but, like, I grabbed one female Muffalo because she gives us wool. And I tamed the peacocks, there were 2 of them, and, you know, they had children. I might have to kill the children soon, though, because we're already out of food and people are starving, so... Oh well, better luck next time. I guess we can slaughter these 2. Who is in charge of animals? Winters. You're tending. Okay, finish this tent and then go and slaughter the animals, please. Oh, you're wearing something. Okay, you do that. There we go. Okay, who else is starving? You 2. I'll be surprised if they just go for it and... Yep, they're gonna consume it straight up. Oh well. What would you say, or you must have mods usually? Let me see. I usually have almost all of the vanilla expanded mods. Those are always like fun. It depends on the playthrough. Obviously, there are like performance mods. What are you mean? Oh, hello, Lisa Jean. Yes. What other mods do I like? Now I play so much with them. The stream is going well, thank you. I play with so many so often that I kind of forget which is which. It's a bit hard for me to, say it straight up. Nice to hear. Well, that's good. How's the temperature? What other mods do I enjoy? Yeah, I stream various games. Oh, that's not what I wanted to see. Oh no. Oh boy. They'll live, but like, that's annoying. Man, I used to love Vanilla Expanded, but it adds so much clutter. Like, I don't need 5 slightly different assault rifles. Yeah, I kind of agree. I would say mix and match them a bit more. Tough Lego. It's not that big of a deal. There are eggs that are fertilized. Not all of them got the plague, but it is a bit annoying. They will live, it's just gonna take a while. It's very rare for animals to actually die of plague, I noticed. You can see, even without tending, they're already fine. But, oh. He died of malnutrition. Well, that's unfortunate, but, it's not that big of a deal. Kind of a shame, he was a good fighter, but we'll live without him. It took him forever to be converted anyway. Probably wouldn't have been able to get him anytime soon. Is everyone else fine? Everyone else is fine on foot except Lampy. Okay, who has... Oh! Okay, good. The new peacocks are around. Let's slaughter these two then. Let's slaughter you too. Well, I was saying how little things are happening, so, skill issue, it's his problem. Must he play Spider-Man 2 and Elden Ring? Oh, that's fun! I haven't played either of them. My favorite game of all time? I don't really have one. Okay, it looks like this random wild man is going to take care of this. Go, Callie! Nice work. Okay, we got some more meat. That actually came in handy. I guess I would say just from the amount of time I played, would be The Sims. Are you this hungry? Well, I guess it's better than dying. Yeah. But yeah, skill issue, his problem. It's fine. Shame, cause he was a good fighter, but I think Task is gonna be a much more useful because of the social. Oh, well, thank you for following me. The Sims checks out? Lol, yeah, pretty much. If The Sims 2 would track my time, I'd have like over 10,000 hours on it easily. Oh. Oh, thank you. I actually streamed. How long have I been streaming? Well, on and off for like a year now, I think. I have a VODs channel. It's linked on my page. Speaking of VODs, right, I was gonna say something. Alright, I streamed and saved me playing The Sims Castaway Stories. So, you know, you could watch me play that if you want. It's a pretty fun game. A bit old now. It is surprising how well it runs, all things considered. Because, you know, it is a pretty old game. It's not even the new Sims 2 version. Nice, keep up the grind. Well, we'll see. Okay. Oh wait, there is no power here. And that's fine. It's not like I'm using a power on this one. You work as an artist? Oh, really? Oh, how interesting. No, well, I'm a little bit busy, so I don't really have time to see your art. I hope that's okay. Never played Sims, but I enjoy a lot of videos. Yeah, those are fun. I do know quite a bit about lore. I've been playing The Sims for, I'd say, actually, for 20 years. Yeah, for like 20 years, because I was like very young when I played the first Sims. In fact, I specifically have a memory of going to like a computer store and still seeing The Sims 1 making magic in the shelf, like a store shelf. When it was still relatively new. It was like over a year old at that point, but you know, it will take some time for these games to be off the thing. Sorry, I'm not. I'm not sharing my Discord with people. I hope that's understandable. But yes, like I said, I remember seeing it on the shelves, and yeah, I actually have the first 3 games, which is The Sims 1, 2, and 3, on discs. In fact, right, no worries. Oh, that's okay. In fact, my Sims 3 disc is one of the older ones. Where will I send you death threats then? Well, you can send me death threats on YouTube. So make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more funny gameplay. But yeah, I have the old cover for The Sims 3, which is the one with like the different Sims, which apparently is sort of rare. I didn't know that. And another thing, my Sims 2 CD comes in 4 CDs, and it has a sticker of one of Polish, like old Polish actresses. Actresses and singers. See you there. Good, good. Polish actresses, right? And singers saying, "Good game, I recommend." I always found that very funny. What is this? Oh, you got to the drugs. Oh no. I have them on no drugs, right? And that's good. How are you doing on Psychites? 53%. So we have less than 30 days to find you something. I forgot to click on it, but that's fine. Sounds camp, but also cool. Yeah, it's pretty silly. I mean, it's The Sims, so, you know, camp is, quite a thing with it, isn't it? I have almost every expansion for Sims 2 except a few, accessories. Oh, that's not good. Maybe you'll go after the wild person. Oh boy, you have an infection. You're not long for this world. Yes, it's going after the thing maybe. But that didn't help. But you have a bruise? Okay. Go, go, go. They have been generating mass for 15 minutes. Gonna set up in a valley. That's a good choice. Valleys are the ones where you know, you're surrounded by mountains on 2 sides. Never mind, it's polluted. But you know, just get some wasters going. Come on, let's just well bubble up, please. Good job. Okay, I'm gonna temporarily set this as a home zone so you can extinguish this before this explodes, please. You know what this game could use? Like a no home but extinguish fires zone. So that people will extinguish fires but they won't clean. But they're so ugly. well, don't say that. Roland might hear you. There we go. Well, we had some extra meat. Don't say no to that. I'm not gonna build doors on these yet. There's a mod for that, though. I'm sure there is. I need to, like, look into more mods. How are you doing? A bit funny that the pigskin is the one that survives, like, not having food, given the fact that they actually need to eat a little bit more. But I guess they have robust digestion, so, you know, eating raw food is just as nutritious as normal food for them. Okay, I clicked on something and I don't know what. Oh, nothing, never mind. Let's leave this room for now, so you focus on this one. Okay, we'll build one. Inspiration. Let's run a power cord here. Just slate. One of the mods that I'm missing right now, I'd say, is the extra plants mod, the vanilla plants expanded, the mushroom one. Because, you know, this is the mushroom biome, but the only mushrooms I can really grow are the Nutrifungus. This is really the map if you want to embrace the mushrooms. Oh, by the way, I should remove these plants because they're not needed anymore. Here we go. Didn't he the DLC add magic? Yes, they are here. They're the Psylocamps. Which, you know, are the drugs, but I don't need these. Can you actually grow them? That's a good question. You can't, or there are research. There might be a research. Don't see them. Well, I guess Devil's Strand counts as a mushroom. Nope, you can't grow them normally. Yeah, you have these. They even work when you're just nearby them, so you don't have to harvest them. But again, there is no need for them in this colony. The last thing I need is for them to get addicted to something. Next one will be Toxers on Scarlens. Yeah, I actually, like I said, I watched some videos earlier, and someone was like reviewing the biomes, and they mentioned that Scarlens aren't actually that difficult. You just need to be prepared to fight some mechanoids. And you also will struggle a bit for food because a lot of the animals have scaria, which means there's a good chance that their meat is inedible. Medical emergency. Well, what's wrong? Alright, dependency. Actually, why are you still sleeping in this bed? Go to the wooden one. Oh, you actually like eating fungus. That's good. Yeah, but usually when you're hunting, it's when something has already gone wrong. Not necessarily. Like, yeah, that's usually when... I probably want to kill that preemptively. Usually, yeah, but, when I played, in colonies, I would often just... When, you know, like, I'm not full on food, I would, like, designate some, things to hand, because you can make better meals that way. And I usually like making meals. I like having a dedicated cook. Especially if you have there's the vanilla expanded cooking one, because the thing is with meat, you can make grills, and grills are the best meals in the game because they give you a 12-hour 35% decrease in hunger generation. So you actually need to eat much less food. Okay, there is nothing in here. Might as well fill it with storage. Yeah, but it's always risky to have someone away from base instead of having chickens or something. I mean, yeah, it is better technically, but like... I never really had problems with hunting. Unless I like hunt a dangerous animal. Did you get that cobra? Yeah, you did. I really should build a butcher table. Yeah, sure, it can be in the prisoners' barracks that they can eat the food, it's fine. Well, no, it's not fine because, like, nah. Okay, I guess I'll just place it here. Also, you say chickens, but I would say chickens are the worst animals you can have just because they multiply so fast. I can never keep up with them. And it's so annoying having to, like, go to animals, designate slaughter every 5 seconds. Peacocks in this scenario are much better. They breed slower, they also grow a bit slower, so they're easier to control, but you can always just have more of them. Yeah. So yeah, don't get chickens. I might as well build some lamps, even if they're not connected. You can have your hunter hunted by a hungry predator. Drop pods can encircle them, fast manhunters and only stuff like sightseers. I mean, yeah, I know. I'm just saying, you know, it's not the worst, but I get your point. We're having no power again. Could you please research those things faster? What are we even doing? Okay, you can stop doing that actually. I forgot I had this on. Major breakers. What are you doing? You're resting. Okay. Why don't you research? You are on research duty. Speaking of Anomaly also, I haven't actually played much with Anomaly. I got it pretty recently. Yeah, chickens are pretty labor intensive, but their fast reproduce rate means you can adapt easily. You can slaughter most of them during a hard winter and have all of them back by next year. The problem is that, see, yeah, but the thing is, chickens don't produce that much meat, which means you need to slaughter a lot of them, which is a lot of work. You need to butcher them, which is also a lot of work. They completely destroy your TPS because there are so many of them. I had a colony that was mostly like animal farms, and I was so done with chickens, I just killed all of them. Because the rate at which they, like, just having 4 chickens, like 2 pairs of chickens, meant that in like half a year, I'd have 20 chickens running around that would just completely blow out of proportions. And I had my animal handlers just constantly dealing with chickens. I just don't think it's worth it. You're better off with different animals. I think pigs are the most labor efficient when it comes to pure meat production. But I prefer animals that also have secondary role, like buffaloes have wool, for example. Cows can give you milk. In fact, I'd say go with cows, just because that passive milk generation is nice. It is also a bit of work, but you know, you can keep having some animal-based food, even though you don't have to slaughter them, and you can always slaughter them in the end. In fact, my last colony, that's what I did. I had one pair of, I had actually 2 pairs of, like, breeding. No, I had one, sorry, that was a different one. I had one pair of just pure breeding cows, so I had like a bull and a cow, and then I would slaughter all bulls, and I would leave a few cows around, so that they produce a lot of milk, and they would reproduce decently fast, but it would never go like out of hand. And that was, and I almost never had problems with lacking meat, so yeah, I guess that would be the best option. And I had like over 20 colonists on that one too. I was playing with the Republic, the Vanilla Factions expanded the Republic, so I had like a bunch of senators. And they all like, you know, so... And I was making those like I said, those expensive meals and never really had issues. You're complaining because of Tatara the Paro. We have a parka, but I'm making dusters, right? Yeah. So it doesn't get that cold in outside. It gets like at best, at worst, like -10 degrees, and that's only for a bit. This location is pretty nice because the temperatures in here will never like reach awful levels unless there's a cold snap or a heat wave. You need you to generate beauty, okay? I wonder if they do when they do. Okay, nice. You're converted, so let's recruit you. You see, this is what I mean. Here you have task. Only took like what, a few days to convert. That other guy was here for like few episodes and couldn't convert at all. Oh, we have a bot. There we go. Bot ban. Alright, we have our finally sorted. I can't believe it. We'll actually be able to do stuff now. Okay, now I need to find a good spot for you. Maybe more here. So 1, 2, 3 should be enough for now. Okay, that counts as water, unfortunately. Alright, now I need to get a ton of wood. There we go. Get some more wood. Just a ton of wood. Might as well stock up. Okay. Wow, we have power. We're gonna have power. We can actually do things. How exciting! Okay. So, a bit of an extra tip for those who are watching about prisoners. And okay, there's the thing. If you happen to know, are there any like prisoner mods that let you manage prisoners better? Like maybe assign specific prisoners to specific beds or like stuff like that? Because the system for converting and recruiting is actually quite a bit more complex than you'd think. But the game doesn't let you like control it at all. Basically, if you want to convert a prisoner, the more unhappy they are, the easier they are to convert. And same with prison breaks. The more unhappy they are, the less likely they are to actually attempt a prison break, which is kind of weird, but okay. But if you want to recruit them, the happier they are, the more points you get to recruiting them. So I would love if there was a mod that lets me just like move prisoners around so that I can convert them. Convert them, or if I just want to keep them around in like tiny cells. But all the ones I want to recruit, I could move them to like a nicer cell, so that they can get recruited faster. Plus, they could be in like a higher security area, so because they're more likely to break free. Because I don't think that mod exists. I know there was a mod way back in the day that let you enslave people, and I think that one naturally had some prisoner management built in it. But obviously after slavery was added into the base game, that mod I think stopped being updated. Okay, let's copy this, paste it, and now we can get rid of this. Honestly, I should have gotten this earlier. Oh, another mod that I'm using right now, and you were asking about essential mods that I have. Dabs mint menus. Especially if you have a lot of mods, because the base game, like builds, they work fine when you don't have a lot of staff. When you have a ton of stuff, this is a lifesaver and absolutely necessary, so, make sure you get that one. Okay, I'm gonna make another save here. There we go. Okay, how are you doing? You're not happy, but what we can do? I know that caravans depend on your proximity, and we aren't exactly proximate to like a group of factions that like us, but there are like these two tribe places here, and this one here. So like we should be getting some trainers, but doesn't seem like it, which is quite unfortunate. And you're a different ideology. Okay, we have a harvest of mushrooms, so that's good. We should be fine on the mushrooms. In fact, we're so fine. I'm gonna build a bridge here and put a bit more wall. Actually, that's too much wood. We need the generators. Who is in charge of cutting trees? It's you, right? I keep forgetting who's doing what. Okay, that's cool. I'm sure this won't like explode and destroy everything. The Crimbos are here. Oh boy, need to prepare. Yes, we have Christmas. The ideology for this one, is kind of generic. I just like lightly modified what the game already gave us, and it's a fluid ideology. But yes, Christmas. We need to prepare for Christmas. I don't know why I added Christmas. The ideology has like a Christian thingy here, and it has Christmas for literally no reason. But it's funny, so you know. Okay, getting fishing will be pretty nice, cause yeah, I would like to get some more food. There is a lot of fish in the water. So, you know, we benefit a lot from that. Probably make a separate dumping stockpile, like away for the corpses and closer for the chunks. Let's actually do that. Let's see here. It shouldn't be too far away, like here? Okay. You will corpses, and you... Well, I guess I'll leave it right now. Items. Toxic waste bag. Sure, it can stay in this dumping ground, it's fine. It's not like we're gonna get any right now, I don't think. Unless we get a quest, but I don't think we can handle that right now. Who's doing plant cats? Oh. It sucks that Roland is out of work right now, because he could have helped dealing with catting. Alright, why don't I go and preemptively start planning out a growing hat? Let's make it out of marble. That would be a good spot. If you guys dislike us more, that doesn't matter. Here will also work. Yeah, sure, let's build it here. Just a small growing hat. Let's build a steel door. Don't have that much wood right now. There we go. Not too big. I'll expand it later, and might as well put a sun. Actually, Yeah, let's salmon right here. It's fine, doesn't have to be big. Have a grow zone here. A grow zone here and have a grow zone here. So we won't need that much psychoid, so let's make this one a psychoid one. They'll grow it once they have the skill. Heal root here. And this could be, I guess, cotton. Though we don't really need cotton right now. Let's just grow some rice, maybe. We are okay on food, sure. Might as well grow some cotton. Because, some things can only be made with cotton. You can't use other stuff like a billiard table and whatnot. Speaking of which, I probably should think about, where is it? There is recreation. Yeah, getting some of these later. Only you can build it. Could you get this done if that's possible? I don't want to miss Christmas because I want them to be happy. It's a normal power conduit. Okay, just need a little bit of a waterproof one here. Expensive, but it'll do. And let's forbid this one so that actually no, let's just turn this off. That'll make more sense. Wow, the colony is actually expanding. We're getting there. Amazing. Okay, since we have a sun lamp here, there's no reason for it to not be roofed, I suppose. Oh, and eclipse? In a permanent darkness biome? Whatever will I do? Oh yeah, since this is always dark in here, the solar panels aren't going to work. Kinda didn't think about that, but now we have a river here, so it's not like it matters much. Okay, could you please just finish the Christmas tree? What are you doing? Oh, you're hauling to the bridge. Okay, sure, why not? The pine of justice. And come on, there we go. Okay. So in 6 hours we can start the crimbos. Oh, perfect. You built this. We cannot build anything outside of wood here, unfortunately. Well, actually, it's made on that one. Could you please finish this though? Because we have it. The hoppers here, looking really nice. Okay, now you can mine this. Could you just please do that? There we go. Copy, paste, link. Excellent. There's a chunk here. I built just one more because a little bit low on space, and I don't think there is a need to build like a shelf here yet. Because we have so like little food. And the only food we have we want to use for the nutrient paste. I hope my sound, by the way, is good, because I did lower it quite a bit. Oh, Christmas, we can do it. I lowered it quite a bit because in the older episodes, I noticed it was a bit loud. Actually, what does this give any beauty? It does give a bit of beauty. That's nice. Let's make sure the place is clean. You can start the crimbos. Yeah, I'm worried that Roland is not going to make it at this rate. They are not raiders, but then again, like none of our people know how to sew good enough to actually, you know, plant psychite. But you know, so that's the way the cookie crumbles. Unfortunately, sometimes people just gonna die. And it's a shame because wasters are easy to manage. The reason why, for example, I really don't like hussars is because they have a goat juice dependency, and it is possible. It's not that hard to get a goat juice, but it's just so annoying. Like, you can't grow it unlike psychite, so like, you know. Okay. If you could please clean this room. Let's do it, Crimbos. Oh, Christmas tree. Oh, Christmas tree. I don't remember how that song goes. Let's see if they like the Christmas. Boring. Well, could have been worse. At least we got that development point. Oh, and the Christmas tree has been used up. That's a bit of a shame. I thought that it would stay around a bit longer. I guess it makes sense. Actually, how many components we have? We have 7. We have to mine a few more. Okay, please cut down these trees. This is more important right now because we need a steady source of power. If you build all 3 of them, we should be able to support the sun lamp. I'm feeling fine. You can cut some more trees. Someone's a little bit bloodthirsty, it seems. Cut this tree, please. And this one. I'm getting a plant something that's good. Okay, you're already working on that. That's excellent. That's excellent. You're visiting a grave. That's fine. I really like the water moon generators. The main reason why I like settling near rivers. I mean, they are just also a great defensive thing, but you know, having free power, even if individually they don't really give all that much, but you know, it is free. You know, you could have just given nutrient base, but whatever. Okay, finally we have some reliable power. Right now. Excellent. 1100. It's not quite good enough to power the sun lamp yet. And at the very least, we can now start actually regulate our temperature if someone were to bother flicking the switch. Okay, we could smooth this out a little bit too. We can put in our conduit. Okay, good progress actually, good progress. And once we get fishing, I'll work on batteries. I would like to have an easy extra way of getting food. How are you all doing? The plague? You all survived the plague, that is good. You're still juvenile. It's fine, it doesn't matter. I guess I could try selling it off to someone if anyone were to bother coming in here, you know. But they never do. Just a little bit annoying. Oh! Yep, I predicted that was going to happen. Okay, good, you're coming too. Here we go. I'm just gonna stay as home as one, it's fine. Filling these gaps. It's getting dark outside. How is your thingy? Yeah, 20 days. Not good at all. I really need to like stream more frequently and like do more stuff because yeah, I don't stream enough. It would be cool if I could get more of an audience. I just cause like I like playing video games anyway, so I might as well stream it and show it to people. It's fun. And I was gonna say something. Yes. Um. Why are words so hard right now? Right. It would be cool if I could make this into like sort of a more of a like a career, I guess. Not necessarily career, but like having some people like having a bigger audience, and ideally it would ideally someday I could have like a Patreon or something and have a little bit of extra income, because I could reinvest that money into better PC and more games, and that would both make me happier because I like video games, but it will also make the stream better. Oh, can go through here and smooth these out too, please. Oh, it's already good enough. That's fine. Don't need to. Well, but since you already started, you might as well to make the rooms a little bit better. Which doesn't hurt. Oh no, my chat! My chat thingy is down. There we go, it's back. Oh, wonder what happened. It wasn't my internet, and my stream is perfectly fine. Didn't lose any frames. Probably OBS doing something, or maybe it was Twitch. Who knows? Also, you were supposed to mine this, and you're not mining. Why? What are you doing? You're sowing. They won't grow, but I guess there is no reason for them not to be sown. At least you're getting some skill, but could please at least mine a little bit of that compacted machinery. Also increase the size of our stockpile, so a win-win. Speaking of which, we had like dangers, but we didn't have a raid in a long while. Probably should think about building better defenses before that happens. So let's see. I do not. I have like. Which focus am I the most? I have the most of Slate. Alright. So they would come from here, it's fine. From here, it's fine. But let's see here. I have a wall here. Having a wall here wouldn't hurt either, but there's a bit here. I could wall this bit off. Could wall these off. Walling off the north a little bit would probably be a good idea. The problem is this wetland here. That will be very expensive. Also an ancient danger here. Is this worth it? Because, okay, what about this side? I don't know. I'm trying to think of a good defense, but without the heavy bridges, it's a bit hard to plan this, because I could get a lot of wood and build it out of wood, but wood isn't very, very sturdy. Plus, we still need to make those water mill generators. Okay, you're going to sleep, that's fine. Yeah, madras, that is perfectly okay. They're not very strong. We have enough energy, might as well flick at least one of these. Where is that at? There it comes. Or is it a she? Or a day? Who knows? Okay, come on. I know it's foggy and dark, but come on, it's a rat. There we go. Alright. A little bit more food doesn't hurt, plus, you know, a bit of leather. How is our thingy here? We still need to make a duster. Otherwise we're fine. Yeah, you could use a duster because you have a parka right now, that's quality. I always make sashes early on because they count as middle. They give you like just a tiny bit more insulation. They're supposed to be like used by nudists, but they're just good in general, like early on. They're cheap and they're better than nothing. Of course, later you'll want some armor instead, but... The problem here is that if I replace this with vents, it's gonna lower the niceness of it a bit, but I guess I should do it. Some vents here. Can stop holding these doors open so that they won't wake each other up all the time. Actually, let's not build that one because technically speaking this is gonna be a corridor, but do build that one. There we go, walk you up so it doesn't count as a barracks yet. Okay, there we go. Now you shouldn't wake each other up as a match. Since you have nothing else to do at the very moment, we could smooth these floors. Make sure that this is always slightly impressive, even if it's a little bit dirty. As it technically improves their moving speed, but... Actually, it's moving at a surprisingly fast pace. Why don't you smooth this out so you lose less time? Awful, so... Maybe add just a little bit of a flooring so it's not awful. Because the more happy this guy is, the faster he will get recruited. There we go. And now it's dull. That's good. That's good enough. For now at least. Maybe like smooth this one out too. We'll make it a little bit faster for Lampy to get to bed. Smooth this bit. Because again, apparently they're doing it super fast, so... Might as well. There are technically better floors that you can put down, but these are free, they just require work, so... Why not? And we had a vanilla expanded architect. Could make like ornamental walls, but they said this is more of a modless playthrough, so I can get more of a taste of how the game is supposed to be, so to speak. And you know what, let's keep expanding this. Because the more we expand, the better. There is no real emergency right now. We have food, we just need to build those power things so that we can start powering the sound lamp. Actually, since we're okay on food, why don't we get the batteries first though? Put down a battery, which means that the sound lamp can function right now. We don't need to worry about these water mills yet. And I also like the task to get recruited Not just because I'd like an extra pair of hands. Actually, what is your mining? 0, but you know, could still do it. Also mine this steel. I will put up a wall here and get this done. Let me save. Okay. You may not know this, but I have a Twitter account, or X account, that I almost never use. Probably start posting there. Even if no one responds, like, you know, it would be a fun thing to see of the future. I like how you're feeding them raw food. I know that they technically can, doesn't like debuff them, but you know, you could have at least give them the pace. Okay, we have a cold snap. Artificial metabolism. That is so good. That is so good. It's so early for that, but that is so good. But a cold snap would probably kill our crops. How much time do we have before we have to do that? At this store, and they have something to trade. I highly doubt they have anything we need, but from 1 century, we have 3 social. Okay. Lampy. Okay, whatever. You have medicine. I can sell you this garbage. I have a knife. I didn't know this. Might as well keep this just in case. You can have all this garbage. And yeah, you're not unfortunately selling anything good except medicine. But I guess I'll take it. Okay, how much time do we have? We have less than 20 days. I mean, nice if one of these quests gave me some, yeah, or something, but, nope. How are the animals? Okay, we have more of these, that's good. Almost all females. Baby. So a juvenile here. Yeah, we can get rid of this plant. Was that the neat button? There we go. Put that door. Okay, nice. No more fog. Could come in handy, maybe. Nameless one. A teenager is approaching colony has a stranger of confidence around him. He wants to talk and send a colonist to hear what he says. Timeless one, eh? Sanguine, that's good. Occultist. Would be nice if you wanna do the anomaly thing. Shooting melee construction animals, not amazing, not terrible. Prohibited drug use, but oh, slavery, that's not great. You also hate the fungus. Not awful, but alright. Let's see what I want. Oh no, they're rats! 2 whole rats! That's not good. Alright, what do you want? Spine is very more than a child, but in his thoughtful eyes he senses an ancient wisdom. He speaks, the words seem to come from an unnatural knowledge of endless time. Natural knowledge. He says that the stars brought him here to fulfill his destiny. He wants to stay with you and help. He's deeply knowledgeable of all things related to the void. He can study natural phenomena faster than others and will also teach others when he gets the chance. He's very useful, but you also sense that there's something Spine is not telling you. Sure, why not? Join in. What's the worst thing that could happen? We'll sleep here for the minute. Alright, let's see. 2 isn't too bad. You will not construct. Not hand. How is your handling? Both have equal handling. I'll leave you both at it. Nope. I mean, 2 is better than nothing. You don't have to self-tend anymore. Dark study and research too. Alright, it's nice to have an extra pair of hands. Oh yeah, and the rats. Forgot about the rats. Oh boy, Lampio, no. Hey, Spine, you have no weapons. We had, okay, on both. Where is the knife? We had a knife here somewhere. I'll grab the knife. Lampy, no! No! The rats are coming! Dang, they're like really doing a number on you, aren't you? Okay, I guess you have to defend yourself. Oh hey, thanks! Okay! A friendly cobra, thank you! That was great, thank you. I guess the Cobra Lords taketh and the Cobra Lord giveth. They killed my bird and now they actually killed the rats helping me, so the universe is in balance. You, on the other hand, will need to be tended to. Good thing we bought that medicine, eh? And they really, did a number on you, and it's only 2 rats. Like, how does this even happen? They just, crawl all over you and, dang. There we go. You should be fine. Unless you get infected. Infection chance. It doesn't say. I know you want a bed, I bet. I'll build you a bed later. How are you feeling? You're sanguine though, so honestly, you'll be fine as you are. But I will build your bed because you sleep a bit less and be a bit more comfortable. Reason not to. Okay, mining the thing. Hopefully you'll still get 2 of it. Yeah, then that's good. Okay, clean up your pet room, maybe. There we go. Muscle Parasite on Tusk and Roland. Well, Tusk thankfully doesn't matter, and neither does Roland, so... okay, that's lucky. It's the 2 people that doesn't matter. Because, yeah, Tusk is a prisoner, and Roland is in bed anyway. I guess we'll tend to get some medical. Okay, how are the animals? Still juvenile. Wonder when they'll grow up so I can slaughter them. Now that we have an extra mouth to feed again, we might start having food issues. How is this going? Okay, Belt is delivering. You might as well. You're sleeping. And you're hungry. Maybe I should lower the in-game music a little bit. I like it myself, but you know, since you have to hear my voice and everything, it might be a bit distracting because you know, you won't hear the game sounds as well. But we'll see. I'll like check this episode after I upload it, see how the volume goes. What are you feeling? Well, you like a table, but otherwise you're doing fine. You are sick though. That is in 5 days, so we do have a little bit of extra time. Unless we go full on hunting. Well, the wild, you know what? The wildlife is good enough. Here we can hunt, sure. But go with. I would love for Roland to have it. I guess Spine. Spine is a good second candidate. Yeah, I know. Maybe I should have went with the tech print, but we can buy the tech print later. We don't have like the thing anyway. Plus, Nerve Spiker. What does that do? A crossbow-like device that throws rough spikes embedded with a paralytic biotoxin. No damage, but it stuns non-mechanic targets. Large targets are more resilient to the biotoxin and will be stunned for less time. That is potentially very useful. For now, I'll stick with what I have, but yeah, that's potentially really nice. Okay, you're a freeholder. You clean the dining room, please. Thank you. But insulting spree? You're having a party. Stop being a meanie. Great job. As if you weren't battered enough. But Ron is gonna stay inside, it's fine. Okay, yeah, so we won't get the harvest, so we might as well harvest it now. I guess you'll harvest it first thing in the morning. Yeah, are you happy about what you did? Was it worth it? Colonists sometimes are so silly. Also, surprisingly, I had 0 internet issues this time I was streaming, so that's great. And I'm still confused as to what causes those. It's just grass. This doesn't grow because there is no power, but I'm not ready for that. Mom, wake up, do stuff, please. Oh, something exploded. I guess it's the shrooms. Yeah, what are they called again? Boom shrooms. Oh, very fitting. Okay, just harvest everything because there's a cold snap, so they're not gonna grow anyway. That's hard improving, but they're still very poor. What are you doing? Digging at slave, that's fine. Harvesting fungus, harvesting fungus. Yeah, I don't think Ron's gonna make it, unfortunately. I have no traders. You don't have the skill to be growing psychite. Very unfortunate. Maybe harvest it first? No? Whatever. Mm. Yeah, even if we were to, like, have a caravan, I don't think we'd make it in time anyway. Well, maybe we would, but I don't know. Okay, how are the animals? Oh, we actually have adults, but I'm gonna wait on that because we still have... Oh, come on! Wait, as it doesn't matter. Lampy. Great. Of course it's on you. I mean, at least it gives you some bonuses, but... It would be interesting if you could willingly, have a way to willingly, like, infect people with these, like, technically positive ones, especially if you have, colonists who are masochists or just don't care about pain. You know, then it will be almost, just a straight up bonus, minus the fact that you need to sleep more, but... You know, if you need a trader, well, those bonuses are great. Right, so this is indoors, but we're gonna have problems with not enough heat in here. So let's put a heater in. You're a sneak, of course. Of course you're a sneak. Why wouldn't you be a sneak? Okay, this room is done. Oh my goodness, we actually have someone, and Lampy has the mechanite enhancement, meaning that we can actually probably get a decent price. Just please make it there and don't die, please. Like, don't have a mental break. Okay, you have a capacity, you'll be fine. Okay, do you have any flake or yayo, please? You do not. That sucks. Ah, we tried. Wow, you have like almost nothing. You have armor. Steel recoil, steel black helmet, simple helmet. Really need armor right now. Guns we have. I mean, your guns aren't great. I mean, chain shotgun's okay. It's good. Maybe. We do have some money, so... That and medicine? Sure. Oh! While talking with Trader Yuna, Lamp learned about the location of an ancient chemical refinery. You note the structure for valuable resources. So, it's kind of far away. Let's forget the vehicle mod. Alright, you right now don't even have a weapon, so go on and grab it. Oh, there is jade in here, that's nice. Okay. I think I'll end this for today. It's been over 2 hours of streaming and I have stuff to do. So, thank you for watching. Hope you have fun. And yeah, we'll see what I'll stream tomorrow. Maybe some more RimWorld, maybe not. We'll see. Okay.